Yes. Hey, y'all. Hey, how is it going today? And welcome. Listen, I'm playing around, so don't mind me, okay? Do not mind me with my music and all the things that I got going on today. I'm just playing around, just learning a little bit more about StreamYard and how I can make these Carline conversations more fun. But hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kelly Williams, lifestyle management coach, and I'm excited to be with you today for another episode of Carline Conversations. As you can see, again, like I told you yesterday, I was not in the car line because my daughter doesn't have school. So we are not in the car line. We are, listen, I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. We're not in the car line today. We are here at the house, and she woke up not feeling well either. So I kind of been trying to manage motherhood and manage all of that. Okay. All righty. So today we are continuing on with our series of essentials for successful kingdom coaching businesses. All right. And so I do want to let you know that this show today is being brought by our sponsor, Impeccable Impact Mentorship Community. You want to make sure that you join today. You can secure your lifetime yearly rate as a founder of the Impeccable Impact Coaching Community for $2.99 for the entire year. And I know you're like, that is so low. Listen, yes, it is. Yes, it is. But there's a method behind my madness. And I know that once you get in, you will absolutely love it. So $2.99, December 1st, the rate goes up, 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 up. Okay. Just letting you know, the rate goes up in December. All righty. So today we are continuing on. And key one was how to become more visible with your clients. And key two was how to convert more clients. And so all week long, we've been talking about ways that we can convert our clients. Actually, last Friday, we started with the first way, which is by sharing your story. And remember, it took a turn. Okay, so you're gonna want to tap into that episode. All righty. You can scroll down on LinkedIn, or you can head over to my YouTube channel. You can check that one out. The next one we talked about was building your email list and learning who your clients are through email. All righty. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, I just did something crazy. Okay, got to not do the crazy thing. All right. Then we also talked about nurturing your client and how you can do that. I shared some of the things that I do from experience. I also shared about how I got in connection with Irving, my assistant. And then we talked about strat chats and calls, how you can convert on calls. And then yesterday we talked about containers. Now today we're talking about consistency. And I know you might be thinking, okay, what does that have to do with converting clients? But it has a lot to do with converting clients. All right, so here is the deal. And you're going to notice that there are some themes with this. All righty. There are some themes, and the theme is, in order for us to build our tribe and build our fan base and build our business, we need to make ourselves visible so that people know us, so that they like us, and so that they trust us. And so we already talked about getting visible and all the different places that you can show up and how that looks so that they get to know you and they get to trust you, right? Here's the thing, you have to stay consistent. Now, I'm not one of those coaches that are like, oh, you got to post. If you want to grow your social media, you got to post 20 times a day. I've done that, and it takes a lot out of you. And I will tell you, there's a season for doing things like that. There's a season for that, and there are some seasons where I will post more. But I will tell you that season hasn't come in a long time. That season hasn't come in a long time. And honestly, I don't know when that season is going to come again. Not to say that it won't, but you want to remain consistent so that you can grow your business. So I see we got some people joining us today. So let's see who we got here on the LinkedIn. We have Kim Angela Lee. Hello, Kim. Oh, she's so beautiful in that yellow, isn't she? Listen, I don't know if you know about her, but you're going to want to tap into Kim because she was born established. And then we also have Janelle. She's a minister. She's a model, the model minister. Look at her. Look at her profile picture, right? So we're talking about consistency. And I know both of these ladies know what that's about. Both of these ladies know how to show up for their audiences in a way where people begin to look for them. So now I'm going to give you a perfect example of consistency, okay? So I do Carline Conversations. I've been doing it since I think October. And every day at about 2:40, I go live. If there's no Carline, then I don't go live. Or if I'm unable to go live, or if I'm able to go live, I will. So I happen to be home. And there happens to be a 4-year-old standing at my office door. So, disclaimer, you might see a little one come on through. But I go live regularly. And when I don't, guess what? People look for me. People look for me. I get messages like, hey, did you go live today? Or when people see one that I've done or another one, they're like, I looked for your live today. I didn't see it. When you begin to develop habits of consistency, people look for you. Here we go. Mommy, I have a tissue. Go get one. She woke up also saying that she doesn't feel good. So I've been doing that mommy thing today. I'm a mom. I'm a mom in real life. That I'm consistent about. Okay. All right. So people go looking for you when you are not there because they're looking for you to be there. All right. And so if you have content, we didn't even talk about the content piece. Listen, I talk about content all over the place. But if you have content that is relevant, if you have content that speaks to your audience, if you have content that is inspiring, encouraging, that it's engaging, if you have content that encourages them to take action or overcome some hurdles and maybe get some quick wins, they go looking for that regularly. All right. So that's my most recent example. I'm gonna give you another example. I send emails often. And so I'll never forget when I was running a coaching group one time, I was talking about emails, and one of the ladies in my coaching group, she started to talk about she didn't say excessive. She didn't say excessive, but in my mind, that's what I was thinking. But she said, Kelly, you do send out a lot of emails. And she had a grimace on her face. And I was like, oh no, right in front of me, I'm going to get some pushback on the amount of emails that I send. Because listen, I'm consistent and I want to show up for my people. But let me tell you what she said. She said, and I love that you send the emails that you send, because when I am having a bad day, I know I can always open your email and I can get something uplifting. So I consistently deliver high value or uplifting, encouraging emails to my audience. Okay. So that's that. Another part of consistency, I have a show. See, we thought we were going to go all day without mentioning it, but it just is what I am. It is what it is. So I have a show over on another platform, a social audio platform. I'm not even going to call it out, but I am there consistently Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I talk about kingdom and I talk about coaching consistently. So when you show up consistently, people began to look for you. They began to look for your value. I'm telling you, there is something about that showing up. All right. So now I know you might be saying, okay, look, I don't know how to show up consistently, or I need a plan of action. Can you help me? Yes, I can help you. So let me tell you what I would recommend. So, and forgive me for being, for forgetting this part. Not only do I show up consistently in my business, but I show up consistently for myself. And so I've got to do a better job in showing up in other areas consistently for myself. But I show up consistently every morning when I touch base with God. So every morning, it has become part of my routine. I built a habit and a routine of making sure that I make Him priority in my morning. So I get up and I do devotionals, and I might listen to soaking music and just sit. There's a candle burning back there. That candle burns pretty much all day, or a candle burns pretty much all day. I light it when I first wake up, and I'm in my office and the light is usually off, and I'm just sitting, listening to music, worshiping, crying, snotting, writing, journaling, all the things. But I make time for myself, and I make time for God to talk to me in the morning, because I have to say this without a shadow of a doubt. There's no way I can get around this. I cannot go throughout my day without hearing from Him. I can't, because this is the other thing when it comes to, yeah, and I know we're talking about consistency, but there are times where He will have me pivot. And so the plan of action that I have, He will have me take another plan. So I want to make sure I have that caveat, leave room for Him to have His way. Okay. I just want to say that, but let's talk about what that plan looks like. So I'm glad I happen to be at home right now. So don't mind the mess, okay? But oh Jesus. But I keep track of things in my planner. I have a color coded planner and that helps me stay consistent. So I color code with highlighters what my day looks like and where the margin is. I also make sure that I indicate the content that I am putting out for that day, even though it may already be scheduled, already created, et cetera, et cetera. I also make note of the email that I sent out for the day, even though it's scheduled a month in advance. For the most part, these emails are scheduled a month in advance. I plan those things so that I can stay consistent. I make use of my automation so that I can stay consistent. I have an email provider. I'm not going to go into the email list masterclass that I had for people. I want to make this easy for you guys. I want for you all to know that I can send an email often without really having to think about it. I'll have to think about how to compose it. I'll have to think about what to put in it, but to just get that done at the top of the month. So I'm going to share with you while we're talking about it, what it looks like for me to share content and be consistent with my emails. So let's see. I don't have it marked out, but let me go look at my calendar and I'm going to tell you how this is going to look. On November 28th, I am going to compose all of my December emails, all of the Monday emails for December. On Tuesday, November 29th, I am going to compose all of my Tuesday emails for the month of December. On Wednesday, December 30th, I'm going to compose all of the Wednesday emails for the month of December, et cetera, et cetera. And so you can see what it is that I do so that I'm able to show up consistently via email. When as far as my social media posts, I can work from a content calendar, but I don't because I move by spirit. So the spirit might say, girl, do a reel, give them a scripture and go. The spirit might say, go live and pray for people. The spirit might say, go live, open up a clubhouse room, and now you're going to prophesy. Listen, the spirit has been saying that. That part I've been a little disobedient. So when you pray for me in the area of obedience right there, because I've been supposed to open up a prophetic wives and marriage pop-up space over on that social media app. Pray for me because I got to open that up. I have no idea what that's going to look like, but I heard him say it and I need to do it. But anyways, back to consistency. You want to make sure that whatever works for you, you do it. So consistent emails, and I'm going to just use emails for example. Consistent emails don't have to be every day like me. Consistent emails for you could be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or every Sunday. Whatever that looks like. On social media, how often do you post? Some people consistently post on LinkedIn, first thing in the morning and in the afternoon. Some people post on Instagram a couple times a week. I've gone down from a couple times a week. There are seasons where I would do five posts a day. You got to clear your schedule for that one because I'm big on relationship marketing. You got to clear your schedule on that one. But whatever consistency looks like for you, that is the route you should go. All righty. Okay. So let's see here. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm going off the top of my head. I probably should have been more prepared. I'm trying to think what else I could say about consistency. Boundaries. Consistency involves honoring your boundaries that you set around your business and the times that you show up on social media. So I'm going to tell you, my coach actually does a room every Thursday evening. In the evening, and I don't go on social media on Clubhouse at night. I don't, but I have been. And my husband hasn't said anything yet, but I need to back away because not only do I go in the room to just be an observer, but he always pulls me on stage and I end up praying or prophesying or something. And so I need to do better by honoring my boundaries. But as you think about your plan of consistency, think about the people in your life that are close to you and how you being consistent and what that's showing. There's so many levels to this because us, especially as female entrepreneurs, that our little ones are watching. Our grandbabies are watching. I got 2 grandbabies. They watch. Well, I don't know if they're really watching yet, but one day they will. They're watching. The people in our lives, they are watching us. They're watching our habits. And I'm going to tell you, there's a guy that I used to sing with at church. Now, the pandemic was in 2020, right? And so I haven't seen him since 2020. We don't go to the same church anymore because I left the church I was at and now I go to a new church since the pandemic. But I used to sing with him every Sunday. And we're still friends on social media. I don't even see his posts on social media, but we're friends on social media. And he sent me a message and it was just so beautiful. And he thanked me for being consistent. He thanked me for being an inspiration. He thanked me for showing up. He thanked me for my messages. And he even said, I know you speak to women, but you speak to so many of us. And that was such a beautiful compliment. And it's because I show up regularly. I have my Facebook group I show up regularly in. I have my Clubhouse room I show up regularly in. I have my other off app communities that I show up regularly in. When people want to be in your space, they have an expectation that you're going to honor your commitment and honor your word. And that's how we do this kingdom, right? We honor our word. So if we say we're going to do a thing, we do a thing. Yeah, and we're consistent with it. I know Coach Kim coaches people with their budgets and their money and their finances. I know she can speak to consistency in paying down debt, consistency in saving for that vehicle or that house or that big purchase that you want, or even that small purchase that you want. I know that Janelle, because she's a model, she probably can speak about consistency with skincare routines so that she shows up flawless in front of the camera. Right? So, what does consistency mean to you? It's whatever you want for it to mean to you. Whatever God tells you, however often he tells you to show up for your audience, show up for your audience. You have that conversation with him, but make sure that it honors your boundaries, including the parameters you've set around your family and your personal time and your personal time with God. And do it. Don't delay. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Like, know, and trust. And the more you show up, the more people really get a sense of who you are and how you're able to serve them. And that helps create clients. That will help create clients. All righty. All right. So I pray this blesses you today. I want you to do me a favor. Don't forget that the Impeccable Impact Mentorship Community is now open. Now, until December 1st, we're only taking year members, like year at a time members. Do call it year at a time? Paid in full members for $2.99. Let's put it like that. All righty. It is a wonderful investment into your, not only your business, but just your life. Okay. So lots of topics, lots of experts coming in to help share with the trade. I'm so excited. So I do have a website, impeccableimpact.coach. Isn't that cool? Hey, coach, get a .coach. I love that. Impeccableimpact.coach, and you can get more information about it. The website will look a little bit different come December 1st when it's open to everybody. Then it will be $47 a month, small investment for the huge value you're going to get, or $4.99 a year. I might, for the holiday season, do it lower, but it won't be lower than $2.99. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. All righty. All right, y'all. Blessings to you. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back next week. I anticipate having a Carline conversation on Monday where we will finish up. Oh no, wait, this is it. We're moving on to the next one. We are moving on to the next key next week. Okay. And I will even say it probably won't be next week. It will probably be the week after because next week is a holiday week and we're going out of town. All right. All right, y'all. Blessings to you. I'll see you later. This one was really long today, but it is what it is. So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Adios.